So I have had a very busy winter, and I thought I would just give you a little peek at what's been keeping me so busy. So I'll give you just a quick little look around, and then we're gonna work on some tags. What I did was I decided it was time to move my workspace to the largest bedroom in our home, and I'm very happy I did that, but it was a lot of work. It's still a work in progress. If any of you have ever had to do this kind of move in your home, you know what I'm talking about, especially when you're talking about moving craft supplies, right? Things are not stored in their chosen cubbies just yet. That'll come when I have a feel for the space a little bit more. But I put things where I thought I might want to have them for now. So I'm standing at the walk-in closet just because the light is better from that angle. But this is a table on wheels, so this is a great spot for tabletop photos. This is also where I install the air conditioning unit in the summer, so I need this table to be something that I can move out of the way when I need to. I also just put the small portable sewing machine on the corner here so that I can have access to it whenever I need it. And then I put the bookcases over on this wall. Some stuff is stored in these boxes, and then I have some of the books that I like to use more frequently in my journals for the pages inside when I got them and things like that. So those are over here. And then just some things that I like on the top here. So I've got some antique photos and just little things, treasures. This is my little workstation in the corner. My favorite people. And here we have the doctor. This is a crib railing, and I use that to dry some coffee dyed items like paper and lace. Just some extra boxes over here, and then again some more IKEA furniture right there with the these units here on wheels. So that's there. And then we have my work desk. So this is where I will do the videos. I've got the tripod that hangs over the top of the surface there. Just a little storage unit on the end so that I can have easy access to my inks, things like that. This is actually a dining table, and I thought it would be a good idea for a desk because it's so wide. I can't work in a confined area or tabletop space, so this here is about 32 inches in depth, so that works perfectly because you have a lot of room to spread out. And then almost full circle, this is just my armoire. I still have it in this room. It's where I put my clothing. We moved to a smaller bedroom, so this one had to stay in here. But I don't mind, it's out of the way. And then the walk-in closet over there. Nothing fancy, but I feel better already in here. It's brighter, it's quieter for me for sleeping in the other room so far, which is essentially what motivated this entire project. Alright, so I am just going to make 3 tags today for a spring tag swap, which is happening over in my new Digi Club. That's what's been keeping me busy as well this winter. What I've done is I've started a membership program in-house on my website instead of offering the monthly printables over on Patreon. We have the printables in one area for the different tiers, so you can choose from 3 membership tiers, and then there's an area for all of the videos that I offer there, and we have a community, and that's where this is happening, this tag swap. So I'll have all the information below if you're interested in checking any of that out. And the first full collection that I'm offering over in the Digi Club is this one, and it's called Springtime Meadow, and I'm going to be using some of these little paper doll house tags. So I'll show you some of the kit here now. So we've got cards. I've got some really wide belly bands here. Some very cute spring postcards and these little embellishments. Some envelopes. And then there's about a dozen journal pages, but some of them are in another project that I'm working on, a couple of journals. But these are some that I haven't used yet. So there's these. Some with the graph paper background in them, which is good for journaling too. And then there's some that are kind of like an old collage style, like that. And then there's also a freebie, which is on my website. Now I picked the 3 that I'm going to use for the swap, and I think I'll use these 2 on the bottom there, and this one, because these other big ones would make nice tuck spots in the journals that I'm working on, and they're quite embellished as they are, so I really don't need to do a lot, which is why I thought I could just do this quickly today. I did end up making some inked up little stems that I put through the Big Shot and then I sprayed them. But the more I look at these tags, like I said, they are really embellished enough as it is. So I can save this for the journal projects. And these are printed on cardstock, so they are thick enough on their own, but I don't know that I want them just white on the back. I could have printed the back, I just wasn't sure enough what I was doing at the time, so I didn't. So I'm thinking maybe I could just back them with this lined guest check paper. I could just glue it on with a glue stick for now, and then maybe stitch around the edges when I'm done. Alright, I'm going to need to fussy cut these. And then after that, should we maybe just put a little bit of lace on the bottom like that? And then decide what to do with the tag hole? Yeah, let's do that. After I cut them, I ran them through the sewing machine, and now I'm just inking around the edges. And then I've been thinking about what I want to do for the tabs at the top, but I decided that because they look like little houses, I don't necessarily need the tab to be at the very top or at the peak of the tag itself. So I pulled some little leaves that I have, and I thought maybe I could just put them sort of like at an angle at the top, like that. And just to add even a little bit more dimension, I think I'm just going to put this tiny little tuft of cheesecloth in with the leaves. Maybe I could put one in the front and then one in the back. That way it doesn't cover up too much of the image, and then the cheesecloth could go between the two. Something like that. And I'll pull away some of this extra cheesecloth after everything is dry. It's just a better way to do it. I have a very creaky chair, guys. Keep meaning to oil it, and then I forget. Okay, so these need a little something on the bottom. I'm thinking maybe have this wide lace and it's just a scrap of it, so I could use that up. Maybe I could just have it hanging from the bottom, and then that you could see it from the back as well, so it would decorate the back too. So maybe we'll do that. Okay, I'm gonna wait till the very last minute to decide what to put here. It will probably just end up being a staple because I can't think of anything that would look nice up there and not sort of take away from the image. So I'm just gonna leave it for now because what I want to make is a little pocket to put these in. And the reason I decided on doing that is because I was going through my stuff and I have exactly 3 of these square doilies left. So I thought I could make use of them by making a little pocket. So I was just practicing on this little piece of paper that is 5 by 5, and I thought maybe I could just make it look like an envelope. There are some very skilled and clever people out there who make all kinds of little folded origami little envelopes and pockets like this, but I just I don't really do that kind of thing on a regular basis, so I just decided I was gonna play around a bit, and maybe if I make it look like that, then I can put my tag inside just as the, you know, the presentation in the Happy Mail. I could even make the envelope smaller for the more narrow houses, and then maybe wider for the wider house. Maybe just put a paper flower there with a tiny little something in the middle. So let's try that and see how it looks. That's kind of cute. I'm not sold on this giant flower. I think it's a little too big, but I am trying to use up some old stuff that I have. So, I don't know, I may do that. Maybe if I added a little something on the back of it like this. I think I'll just go with a stamp and the little stems. So I think I'll just do something like this. A little bit of green behind there. Just an extra little detail. It's very subtle. Alright, now let's do this little pocket here.
I think it's going to be a little tricky to get my tags back into these envelopes because of all the little lace on the bottom and because the doilies are kind of bumpy with all the little holes in them. Alright, so here we have them. There's the first set. The second one. And the third. So that's my little project for this week. I have a lot more to do with this Springtime Meadow collection. I have a couple of journals that I'm making for a few people. I'm going to leave you now with some footage from the backyard over the winter. We've had some rain here, and when it rains and then freezes, it just looks really beautiful on the branches. So I have a little bit of footage there to share with you. I hope you're well and safe, and I will see you soon. Thanks for watching.